Hi everyone, this is part 14 of jQuery video. In this video, I am discussing about validations in jQuery. Let us see how to perform validations in jQuery. What is validation? Validation is a process of validating the user input before submitting the form to the server. And checking the username is valid or not, password is valid or not, email ID is valid or not. If you want to check the user input, okay na, checking whether user input is valid or not, we have to go for what? Validations. Let us see small example with validations. Here I want to design one, go to Visual Studio, right click on the project. Here add new item, select HTML page. The name I will give as index.html. Before that, you add the jQuery file under scripts folder. Now I want to design one page. Okay, so here go to index.html. Here I will try to design one form, and here I will try to, okay, here I will try to take one enter username. I will try to take one text box. I want to design a small form. Input type is equal to text. ID is equal to T1 I will give, and here throw the cursor to the next line. Here I will write something like enter password. Here I will try to take input type is equal to text, ID is equal to T2 I will try to give. Input type is equal to password, you can give password text box now, and similarly throw the cursor to the next line. Here you can give something like confirm password. Here also I'll try to take input type is equal to password, ID is equal to T3. Okay, small page we will see. Complicated validations we can see later. Just these three I will perform. Here you can take one submit button. Input type is equal to submit. Here you can give value. Value is equal to something like register. Okay. Now if the user is not giving username, password, confirm password, display error. If the password and confirm password both are not same, display error. If username and password both are same, display error. So here go to your header tag. Here you can go to your solution explorer. Here drag and drop jQuery file in header tag. And here within the header tag, here you can write one more script tag. Script type is equal to text / JavaScript. And within this you can write dollar. Okay na? Here I'll write something like document.ready. Document.ready of. So here you already know about this is my design actually. What is my design? Enter username, enter password, confirm password. Okay. Here you have one text box. Here one more text box. Here one more text box. And here one button. Something like register. Okay na? So what is my requirement? I want to check the multiple conditions. I want to display you in order to check the conditions you have if else if, multiple if and nested if. So as a developer you must know when to use which one. If you want to display all the errors at a time, you can use multiple if. If you want to display only one error, after rectifying that error, display another error, use else if. So now I want to display all the errors inside the span tag, so I will use multiple if. Okay. So this is document.ready. Inside document.ready, I will declare one function. I will declare one function. Inside this function, I will try to take dollar hash dollar. Here I'll try to give hash b1.click and inside that click I'll declare one more function. Here bracket open, bracket close. Now here I'll try to declare one variable. Inside the function I'll declare some variable where r is equal to empty. Initial I'll declare one variable called what? Empty. Now here I'll try to catch the values. If here I'll try to give dollar. If hash what I'll give sorry, if here I'll try to give for example I will try to catch all the values and store in some variables. So here I'll declare one variable where uname is equal to, I'll try to catch the value from the text box, dollar hash t1 dot val of. Okay na? And here I'll try to declare where pwd is equal to, here I'll try to give dollar, here I'll try to give dollar hash t2 dot value. Okay na? Catching all the text box values and storing some variables. Hash t2 dot valof. Valof function is used to catch the HTML element values at runtime. Here also cpwd. Here also I'll try to give valof. Here also valof. Here also valof. Here t3 dot valof. Now I want to write the conditions. If uname is equal to empty, then I want to display one error. Similarly, if pwd is equal to empty, then I want to display one error. Are you following, everyone? Similarly, if cpwd is equal to empty, I want to display one error. Something like that you can write. Similarly, if uname double equal to pwd, then I want to display some error. Similarly, if pwd not equal to cpwd, then I want to display some error. Okay, now you already know about string, So here the plus operator will perform addition operation between two numbers. So 2 plus 3, answer is what? 5. Here if I give 2 plus 3, answer is what? 2, 3. String plus string is string. If I give AB plus CD, answer is ABCD. String plus string is string. Now here also what I will do, I declare one variable R. So here I will write something like R is equal to, here I want to display username must not be empty. And I want to throw the cursor to the next line. Here you can give BR tag. And if password is equal to empty, then R is equal to R plus. Password must not be empty. Okay, na? Throw the cursor to the next line. Here you can give BR tag. Is it clear? If cpwd is equal to empty, here what to do? Confirm password. Confirm password must not be empty. Here I will write if username is equal to password. Here display username and password must not be same. If password and not equal to confirm password, here you can display password mismatch. Password not equal to confirm password, then display the message saying that password mismatch. If password equal to not equal to, then see now in this example, if you observe clearly, the output is what? Changing actually. Now here my output will be display. We already know about there are three functions in HTML. One is valof, other one is textof, another one is htmlof. If you want to catch the HTML element values from text boxes at runtime, we have to use valof. If you want to display the output in span tag or anything, and if the output is fixed, then you have to use textof. But if the output is modified, and here in this validation form, if you observe, if depending on my input, output will come. If I am not give username, it will display username must not be empty. If I am not give password, password must not be empty. And output is not fixed. When the inputs change, output also will change. So in that case, you have to use htmlof. In JavaScript, you have inner HTML. Very powerful. Inner HTML is used to modify the content of HTML element values at runtime. At runtime, if the output will change, you have to use inner HTML. Similarly, in jQuery, you have HTMLof. So after all these conditions, I want to display the output in the span tag, right? Dollar. Here I will try to give hash. Here I will try to give s1 dot htmlof. Here you have to use htmlof, not what? Textof. Because textof means output is fixed. Here output is modifying, no? If I am not giving username, this username must not be empty. It is stored in R. And if I am not give username and password, both the messages will display in R. And the output is modifying. So you have to use what? This HTMLof. Is it clear? So here if I am not giving anything, click on register. I am getting error. Not working. Let us see what is the problem. Okay, have I called the function on click, have I written b1 dot click. Here register button, I think I have not given the ID. That is the problem. I'll give ID is equal to b1. Okay, now press F5, check the output. You can write the programs in any editors, no problem, register. What is the problem? 1 minute. I think here I have not mentioned the span tag. Throw the cursor to the next line. Here you can take span. And I will try to give ID. ID is equal to S1 I will give. Okay. Now once refresh and check the output. If the content of the HTML element will modify at runtime, you have to use HTML off. I think here the output is coming and going back because of submit button, because submit will post back the request to the server. So just I will take a normal HTML button. It is enough. Mostly if you want to invoke the JavaScript functions, use normal HTML. Username must not be empty, password must not be empty. And if I give some Anil and Anil, here I'll get an error. Confirm password must not be empty. Username and password must not be same. If I want to display the errors in red color, you can take some styles also you can apply. Outside this script tag, you can write some style tag. Type is equal to text / CSS. And here you can use dot or ID hash S1. And here you can apply the style color colon red. Color colon red I will try to give. Okay, na? That's it. Press F5. Now all the errors will display in red color. Is it clear? If I am giving the username Anil and Anil K, password some invalid, you will get error. Password also I'll give valid Anil K, valid. Okay, na? I hope you understood. For more videos, try to subscribe to my channel, share, and click on bell icon. Okay, na? Next video we'll discuss some other topics. Thank you. Have a nice day.